Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight, I'm very, very excited to have Mark here for the very, very first time. He's going to be here not only teaching SEO, not only teaching affiliate marketing, not only teaching email marketing. He's also going to teach you how to put all this together, making money for you. All right, I think a lot of people getting some awesome courses, but they don't know how to put the piece of the puzzle together. So Mark is going to be here kind of teaching how he did it and then how you can do it too, right? So be very, very excited about it. And at the end of this interview, Mark is going to introduce a brand new product of his, and that's going to teach you exactly just that. How to using not only the Google traffic, once you get a traffic, how to get it convert into sales, and how are you going to build your very first list as well. So and much, much more. So be very, very exciting about that. He's going to talk more about this product in here as well. So before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Mark got started with the internet marketing. And most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve a level of success that he has today? So Mark, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Yep, no worries. Okay, so originally it was about probably 3 years ago before I even got stuck into the internet marketing side of things. At the time I had 3 kids, was pretty much struggling, bills, debts. I don't know if anyone's got kids, but having 3 kids doesn't leave much in your back pocket at the end of the week. I was working around 50 hours a week. The 2 different careers I had was I was actually an article writer, which kind of helped out later on from my internet marketing side of things, and that was for a local newspaper. And then from there I went into sales. And the problem with that was, I don't know if anyone's in sales, but you do a lot of traveling. So I traveled probably 2.5 hours to my territory, was what they call it. Mm-hmm. Sold stuff for other people, made other people plenty of money. I earned around $20 an hour plus a very small commission. So my bills were just covered, my debts were not covered. I was pretty much going down. I even actually had the bankruptcy paperwork on my desk because it was getting to that degree. And now, just as I started to search online for a way to better my life or change things, my wife fell pregnant with our 4th child.
Wow.
So I really needed to. I needed to hurry. Yeah, they are, especially my kids. They're all born around December, right on Christmas too. So
wow.
it makes it even worse. I try to disappear around Christmas, but anyway. So yeah, that's what pretty much drove me to find a better way to do it. Now I took what I knew about article writing. I invested thousands of dollars that I really couldn't afford at the time into constant courses. These push button riches that just don't exist. And I tried all sorts of different things. Along the way, I learned a hell of a lot about SEO. I learned about your pay-per-click advertising, all sorts of different ways to make money online. But my biggest complaint, I guess, was all the courses. I learned a lot of stuff. I got a lot of information, but absolutely no steps, absolutely no set ways. Step 1, step 2, step 3 on how to actually do the course or actually do it for myself, considering I was an absolute beginner. So this is what sort of drove me to want to look further into it. And it really wasn't until I saw a documentary. Actually, it was kind of strange. I was sitting there watching TV, and I saw a documentary on Google and all the crazy, weird things that people actually search for. So this kind of like set off a little light bulb in my head, and I had an idea. I thought if I can answer people's problems on the internet and not trying to sell them anything, but just answer their problems and send them to somewhere that does fix their problems, maybe I can make some money out of doing that. So I pretty much got to work, and I experimented, tweaked, tested, and created my own little system, I like to call it, that enabled me to do it. Now, after months of trial and error, I eventually started to make a few sales. I then got it from, say, $30 to $40 a month, which was nothing, but to me it was the fact it was working, to around about 1,000.
Your first sale is always the most exciting one. I'm sure you make a lot more now, but You
Yeah.
always remember your first one. You're probably jumping off of that. And, yes, this works.
Yeah, well, I went and told my wife, we're going to be free, we're going to be right now, and she kind of laughed at me because it's $30. But I mean, it went from that to me just repeating what worked and took out what didn't work, and now I've got it up to a well over $10,000 a month business that kind of runs on autopilot for me. And I obviously don't work anymore. I work from home. With the 4 kids, I'm able to spend as much time as I please with them, and we do a fair bit of traveling. So it's a good lifestyle now, but originally it was rather stressful trying to figure out how to make all this work. So
I think a lot of successful people, you never give us up. And I mean, at the end, you get the awesome rewards that only you can get as an entrepreneur, as successful people can get. So that's absolutely the best feeling with all the hard work that I had to put in here to make it happen. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So
and I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and I mean, the whole way along, you'd always get, your family members and whatnot telling you to, forget doing that, just get stuck into your job.
Right.
But I guess it's a matter of what they call persistence, I guess, and just believing in yourself, and eventually, if you've got a system, stick to it, and until it works, until you become an expert in that one thing, and it will work.
Absolutely. So let me ask you one question. That is, I ask a lot of people, all walks of life I interview, is that if, let's say, someone just starting out with internet marketing, they haven't, maybe at the beginning phase, trying different things out, they haven't really found their focus yet. And to knowing what you're knowing today, what would it be some of the top 3 advices you would give to them?
Okay, I mean, the first thing that I would do is make yourself a medium-term goal. So I like to set a goal probably 3 months in advance, and I'm going to have something done by that 3 months. Then I break it down into weeklies, and I break it down into dailies, and I make sure I've got a to-do list for each day. And it's actually rewarding when you can cross those things off the list, because if you can just keep each day in a nutshell, the next day sort of takes care of itself. So that would be one. The other one would be obviously persistence. Just persist, stick to it. And the final one would be find a system that you believe it works, or someone that shows you the proof that it works, and stick to it. Don't jump from course to course to course to course, because you're going to become the jack of multiple trades and an expert of none, basically.
Yeah. As the internet marketer, it's really easy to do that. You're trying to be expert at everything else, and then you kind of like, oh, I didn't know, I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, you end up with information overload, and you don't know what you're doing, and it's easy to give up if you're not focused. So.
Right. Okay. Good. So I think it's a lot of people saying get rid of the noises, be focused. That's true, but I think at the beginning phases, it's you need to kind of go to getting different products and learning about different type of things. And then you know exactly what it works. And else, if you never bought a product or you never tried different area of internet marketing, how would you know you're gonna be good at that certain area? I just don't see that's gonna happen. So, yeah. So, but you do have to, once you find that winner, you gotta probably dump everything else, focus on that one or two things, and don't overload yourself.
Exactly. I mean, it's always a good idea to get yourself educated. Education is the key. Get yourself educated in a whole bunch of different things, and then pick one that you either like or you're happy to run with, and then stick to that. So you've got all this knowledge, now you can run with a particular thing that's going to hopefully work for you.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the topic of SEO and Google here for a second, and also we're going to get into affiliate marketing as well. Let's talk about, a lot of people right now are running away from Google. They're going to the Facebook, they're going to video marketing, they're going to some other arena of internet marketing. But you and very few people are very controversial, still kind of stay with the SEO and make a very, very good living out of it. So talk about why SEO is still good. Is it dead, or is it actually better?
Well, I'd say it's far from dead, and I think people have been scared off by all the new animals that all the algorithms that Google's brought out, I don't know what the next animal would be, but to me, because they've done that, it's actually bettered my whole game really, because they've scared off so many people. There's actually less people trying to rank websites on Google. So because they've done that, it's actually gotten easier. If you can just provide Google with what they want, which is obviously, you know, quality. They want to have a site that's easily to get around and manage, and obviously some quality backlinks. And if you can provide these three things and a few things more, you're always going to rank. So the fact that they've scared off a lot of people is actually beneficial for me particularly, and anyone that goes through my course.
That's interesting. So it's actually easy now because everybody left the market, right?
Exactly. I mean, it has gotten a lot easier. I mean, there was everybody, and you know, all their cats and dogs were pretty much targeting SEO years and years ago, because you could literally spam a keyword, whack up a site, promote something, and you could make money. And then all of a sudden, these Google algorithms came out that took away these, you know, thin websites that don't have quality and knocked them all out. So they got scared. They run off to some other form of internet marketing, and it just left it open to all the guys and gals out there that are doing quality websites that create actual real content that help and offer something to their visitors. So if you're in that niche or that market, you're always going to benefit from people running away from Google.
Okay, and that sounds great. So can you kind of take a couple of minutes, maybe teach us some of the things that has been working very well for you as far as SEO, as far as affiliate marketing, as far as list building goes? What other tips can you kind of share with us very quickly here to help my people who's watching this achieve the same level of success that you have?
Yeah, okay. I mean, the very first thing, obviously, when you go to start any sort of a niche website is picking the niche. With my personal background, what I tend to do is go for stuff that are purely things that are only sold online, because you know the person's going to be online looking for it, that they're going to need to buy it from an online source, rather than to get a window shopper that finds something online, go to their store and buy it from there. The other thing to target is usually like embarrassing subjects or embarrassing topics. So like, you know, sexual problems, health problems, weight loss, all this, because they're too embarrassed to obviously go to their local store and talk to a human being or a person about it. So they're going to look online for answers. So that's just a little bit of a tip about niche selection. Find something that's either embarrassing or something that can only be purchased online. With keywords, I usually tend to stick to product keywords. I also do some offline businesses because they're extremely easy to rank for, and also the how to do something, because the main objective is to answer someone's problem, to fix their problem, give them a solution. So that's a little bit of a keyword sort of an idea to stick to. The other thing is when it comes to content. Now this is probably the most important thing. You can get a website ranked. Right, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but you can get 1,000 visitors a day and not one person converts into a sale. The reason that is because they're writing their content incorrectly. Now, what I find that works best is if you can basically build a friendship with that person or get on their level, and then by the time you've actually built a little bit of trust with that person, you're simply recommending something to them, like as if you were a friend recommending them a great movie to watch. So they're going to take that recommendation and they're going to click on that link and go to the solution to their problem that you've just recommended. So really, it's rather important on how you structure your content. Another tip I can give you is the whole keyword stuffing. You cannot do that anymore. With my sites, I usually only put my main keyword probably 2 to 3 times throughout the entire content. I try to put like LSI keywords or related keywords a hell of a lot more throughout the content, so it's all related to that one niche or one particular problem we're trying to solve. And basically by doing that, you're going to rank for, yes, your main keyword, but a whole bunch of other keywords as well. So you want to make sure that you vary your keywords. Now, yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say one more tip with people go out there and they use Fiverr, Elance, and they go and get a whole bunch of backlinks sent straight to their website. Now that's pretty much the wrong way to do it. With Google, it's got to look natural, and the backlinks have got to be related to your particular niche or your particular market. So if you're in the dog training niche and you've got two high PR backlinks coming from leather belts, a website, it makes no sense. Google can pick that, and they're not going to give you that juice from that link. So it's got to be related as well.
Absolutely. So give us some conversion tips. Just because you have traffic, now you have the traffic. Now, how do you convert that into clicks? How do you convert that into sales?
Okay, so I mean, basically, if you can build some rapport, some trust, like I said before, with your visitors, they're going to read your website. I usually give them a short story. So I usually give them something that relates to something that they're going through, the problem that they're going through. Then I get into how I solved this, how I found the solution for myself. So we're not talking to them, we're talking about our own self, and then they're going to relate to you. All of a sudden, they're sort of hungry to find out, okay, how did he fix this problem? And then at the end of it, you're going to give them the solution to the problem, and this is how you found it, and it may be this product, A, B, C, or whatever it may be. They're going to then be extremely interested because it fixed your problem, and you've just related to them, you've just become a friend. They're going to go and click on that link and let the product owner do the selling. Never do any selling on your particular website. Always act as...
That's something very new. That's something very interesting. That you never do the selling, but let the product creator do the selling. That's fascinating.
Exactly. I mean, you're just the middleman. You just want to get them from point A. There's the problem. Here's the solution. Now go and check it out. So you're just the middleman, and that's all you want to be.
So trying to be a passive than aggressive is a much better way to do it. In other words.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, there's so many websites out there now where there's a product name review. You go to there and it's literally whack bang in your face. Here's the review. Buy it now. Click here. Honestly, if I see a website like that, I just click away. I relate to someone who's got the same issue or problem that I've got, and then if I can see that it's solved their problem, I'm going to be more likely to click on their link, even if I know it's an affiliate site. They've done it in the right way where I'm happy to click on their link for them.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about, give us a little bit background stories on why did you decide to launching this product, and especially talk about, perhaps you had what was your biggest frustration when you were out there just buying different courses, trying to figure out what the heck is going on here? How do you put this and that together with this and to make it happen? So let's talk about that a little bit here.
Yeah, okay. I mean, initially when I started doing all this, like I said, I bought a lot of courses. I learned a lot of stuff about SEO, but every single course I ever got was just a hell of a lot of information, a hell of a lot of kind of useless information in a sense, because they didn't actually give me the steps. They didn't give me the step 1, step 2, step 3 on exactly what I needed to do to get to where they were. So that was frustrating, and I mean, you're left with information overload, and you've got all this stuff in your head, you don't know what to do with it. So that's what kind of made me, once I figured it out, I had a lot of people asking me, how do you do this? So I decided to design a course or a system, more and such, is a system of, do this, do this, do this, and this is the result. So it's pretty much step by step exactly what you need to do. And one of the most important things that I teach above all is, obviously ranking a website, but what you do with the traffic when it gets to your site. How do you actually get them visitors to turn into buyers and obviously make you some commission?
That's interesting there. So the reason you decided to creating this course is because out of your own frustrations that it's like a puzzle, right? It can be solved sometimes when you look at it, and once you solve it, you went out there maybe checking out some other courses, and it just none of them has like step-by-step process to get all done and to get actually make some money for the buyers.
That's right.
Potential.
That's right. I mean, and a lot of the courses will give you half the information and tell you to buy another course, which is obviously their course, to get the rest of the information and the rest of the information. And this all takes a long time. And like myself, with a lot of people, we need to make a difference now. We need to make some money now. So you don't want to be waiting around for 6 months of education before you make your first $30. I mean, I did the hard yards, so obviously I can now just give everyone the exact steps, what they exactly need to do. There is no Everything's in it. I'm not leaving out anything at all. So it's literally step 1 through to step 10, and that's it. The end result is you make money, and you make money quickly, and it's an autopilot too. So you can move on to a new campaign to pretty much scale what you're doing. So.
All right, so let's talk about this product now. Let's talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this, and maybe give us the shorter version of what is all this, what is your course all about?
Yep. Okay, so the name of the product is called Google Cash Explosion, and obviously, as the name implies, we want to make sure we can explode cash pretty much from Google. So we want to get some cash by using the tool of Google. They get millions and millions and millions of people using Google, so we want to take advantage of that, take a piece of the pie. It launches at, for the general public, it launches at 12 noon this coming Monday, Eastern Standard Time. But I believe for you, Han, we're going to be giving an early bird, so we're going to let you guys get a hold of it from 9 o'clock, I believe, in the morning, so you'll get on board a lot earlier. Basically, what this course is going to do, it's going to take you from A to Z on how to rank. Then it's going to show you exactly how to convert the traffic. I'm also going to teach you how to build an email list, so you can start your first email list or increase your current email list from people that turn up to your site, and then it's not for them, they're going to leave. Rather than have them leave, I'll teach you how to build an email list and also market to those people effectively. And I'll also be teaching you how to create YouTube videos and get them ranked on Google as well for basically for a backlink, but also for additional traffic. And it's its own business in itself, really. So you're getting all this, plus you're also going to be getting my personal help on your first campaign to make sure that that one is successful for you.
Explain that a little bit. How's that work?
Okay, so what I'm going to do, so basically you're going to get 20 over the shoulder. You watch step by step everything I do. There's a 110-page PDF or a course, so for people that like to read, they can read the whole thing as well. There's an audio course involved as well, so they can see the whole thing. There is a process chart, so that's just there to keep them on track. Now, with my personal help, I'm going to literally have them build the site. They can email me whatever they want to do. Once the site has been built to the best of their ability, they send it to me. I go into the site for them. I change it. I add some things to it. I make sure that it's perfect. I give them tips and advice for their next site, and then I send it back to them. So they can now use this perfectly done site that should be ranking and obviously making them a bit of income to model after. So they've got a perfect site ready to do their next site from. So they can model after that one thing that works.
That's guys, if you listen to this, you know how valuable that is, right? And I know a lot of you kind of ask for this kind of service, and I think he's the only one actually doing this. That's very exciting here. So let's talk about this might be a little bit cost a little bit here. Let's talk about how many days you're gonna keep this offering opening, and what exactly is inside the front end, and what is the starting out price for this?
Okay, the front end will be open for 14 days. So it's only open for 14 days purely because of all the personal help I give. I can obviously only give high quality support to so many people, so I cannot have this open for too long. So 14 days is it. They get the step-by-step training course, so they actually get to see me do it live. And then with that site that I build in front of them, they'll actually see the rankings that I produce, and they follow along step by step and do it as well. They're going to get the 110-page PDF, so they can actually see the entire course being done and read about it. You're going to get an audio course. You're going to get 7 more additional training videos. So in those training videos, I'm going to cover more SEO tactics, more traffic tactics, and things like how to create the YouTube videos and how to do your email marketing. They're going to get the bonus, obviously, for me helping them out completely with their first campaign, and they'll get my full email marketing course and how to implement that into the Google Cash Explosion sites that they're now building, and how to actually market to those sort of people. Now, everything I've just explained there, I'm going to be giving to everybody for just $8.95. So it's extremely cheap to start off with. Extremely cheap to start off with. But that's I don't know. When I first started, like a lot of these courses were $400 or $500. I couldn't afford to do that. So I want to give everyone the best opportunity to be able to get involved. And for me, I get more out of helping people than I do out of making any sort of income from it. But it's really about I love getting the emails from people saying I'm now surfing the world because of what you've taught me. So that's the main thing behind it.
Now, guys, if you want to see some proofs, I'm gonna attach some of his income proof and ranking proof videos right after the interview. So make sure you stay tuned and watch that and all that as well. So, and let's talk about the OTOs. Oh, by the way, are they on dime sale or how's that work?
No, it's purely just open for the 14 days.
Okay.
So I'm not going to run a dime sale. So as long as you get in there before the 14 days, you will get access to that front end offer.
Great.
But with the OTO, that is a little different. I will be only taking on 50 people at a time. Now, what that is I will be personally helping with your first 3 campaigns. Obviously to make sure that they're even more successful, but that's going to be from everything from niche selection, keyword selection, content creation as well, and competitive analysis, and pretty much every part of your first 3 sites. But the biggest part of the OTO is I'm actually going to promote their first 3 Google Cache sites. So I'm going to email, I've segmented 8,500 subscribers of mine in all sorts of different niches. So I'm actually going to email them their affiliate link, with a good email, obviously, and to get some traffic to their site straight away, so they can earn some money straight off the bat. I'm also going to give them backlinks from all my social accounts, so like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, the whole lot. I'm also going to give them 10 advanced training videos, so that's going to go right into some more advanced stuff as well, plus 2 more advanced modules. Then there's also a monthly Q&A webinar that I'll be holding for just these elite members, which you can ask me any questions in the actual webinar, and I will be discussing new tips and tactics as I discover them month in, month out. So that is the one-time offer. So it's pretty big for what I'm offering.
How much?
Okay, so the price of this one it's going to be a recurring one. So I know people don't like recurring. It's $37 a month, but purely because of all the work that I do and the personal support and the promotion, I do need to make sure that it's sort of weeding out the people that are going to kind of waste my time. I only want to help those people that are actually serious in making a decent income online. So I want to make sure that they're doing the first part of the course correctly. So when I'm promoting to my lists, I'm promoting something that's good. So I want to make sure that these people are serious. So yeah, it's $37 a month, and obviously, I mean, you can cancel at any time if need be, but I don't get many people doing that. So.
Okay, awesome. So I think 37 for a close to a personal coach, that's really a reasonable and affordable price. And so for those who are really serious about this, I think you should sign up, because this is really a huge difference. You going on there, try yourself, versus somebody actually hold your hand and walk every step away, kind of do it for you. That really makes the difference between you're gonna success at it or you're gonna fail at it. And then in my personal life, I have a lot of different coaches, and I pay a lot of more than $37 a month and to achieve the level of success I have. So just based on my experience, if you can afford a personal guidance and coach, you go do it. This is going to be the best investment you're going to have for yourself. So do you have any other OTOs after this one?
Okay, so I mean, for those people that obviously they can't make the stretch to $37 a month, I'm actually offering a downsell from that, where it's a $27 one-time payment, so they never have to pay anything again. But they're going to get all the advanced training. They won't get my personal promotion, but they will get all the advanced training. They get the advanced modules, and they get the monthly tips and tactics that I find out, anything new, because Google likes to change stuff. So I'll be giving that to them every month, month after month as well. Plus, I'm going to add new videos to the advanced members area every month on anything that I find out that needs to be implemented into their sites as well. And they're going to get my personal help in its entirety on their very first site as well. So they're going to get all that for $27.
All right, great. That sounds awesome. So, and is that everything, or did we forget to talk about something, or is that all?
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm not one to give 15,000 offers on the back end. That annoys me, to be honest. So there is just the front end. There's this the one-time elite membership, and then there's the advanced membership. That is it. That's all I need. Because I give so much in the front end, I'm not leaving anything out
Okay.
at all. So.
Right, so I just want to make sure we covered everything here. So that's about all the question I need to answer here, Mark. And but I got one last question. It's going to be a really, really important question. That is, as people watching this interview, they know you, especially after watching the proof videos that they're going to watch right after this interview. They know your real stuff, and you really, as you can tell from watching the video, you really here to helping people. To perhaps to help them make the very first dollar in internet marketing, which is very, very exciting for a lot of you who are watching this. They want to get this, they want to buy this, especially at this affordable price. But everybody has that little voice on the head says, no, don't get it, don't buy it, and this negative little voice. So my question to you, Mark, is what makes this course so unique they should absolutely grabbing during the launching period?
Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, one, it's going to be limited because I can only help so many people, especially with my personal help. Two, it's not many courses out there literally do it live and show them step by step exactly what to do and teach them everything on the way. It's a complete system with all the resources, all the plugins, an entire theme that's been designed for you guys, which is completely SEO optimized. So they're going to get that as well. And the main thing is they're going to learn how to rank, and they're going to learn how to turn their traffic into actual buyers, because you can get 1,000 visitors a day, and if they're just turning up and leaving, you're nowhere better than you were the day before. So this is going to teach you how to get that traffic to go and actually convert as well.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. And yeah. I mean, if you are want to be using free traffic, get the make sales, get into affiliate marketing, I think you should grab this, especially at this very affordable prices. It's really, really no brainer. And before we leave here, I want to share something that he's doing just for my list, for you who's watching this, and that's I think he went out of the way to do this for you. Remember, he's gonna open the store at 9 a.m. So you're gonna grab this before anybody else does. That's awesome. And why don't you kind of just tell us what that bonus is? I think that's more effective to hear.
Yep, sure. Okay, so for people that obviously go through Han, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to offer anyone that gets through you a one-on-one live Skype call at any time on their first site. So, and I would actually suggest you go through the training, get halfway through, and then give me a Skype call, and I can help you hand in hand live to make sure that's going to be successful. And that's on top of me normally personally helping you anyway. So you're going to get that live one-on-one. You can actually talk to me and ask me anything you want, pick my brain, and get some really great information out of that call.
That's to me that kind of stuff is very, very valuable, and thank you for doing that, by the way. And so, guys, and thank you for watching this interview. Thank you for spending the time with us, and make sure you stay tuned watching the proof videos, and also a walkthrough video as well, so you know exactly what this thing's all about. Most importantly, how this is going to really save you a lot of frustrations, and maybe perhaps by using this course to make that very first dollar that he was talking about in the interview, and so be very, very exciting about this. And again, thank you for watching, and look out for my email tomorrow, and so you know when to go get it, and when to get my bonuses for this as well. All right, Mark, thank you so much for being with us, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Before we go here, though, almost forgot, is that do you have maybe final word of wisdom you'd like to share?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, keep each day in a nutshell. If you can take care of today, have a list, and tomorrow will just take care of itself. So you want to just focus on each day as well. And persistence. You want to make sure that you stick at it. Ignore what everyone else tells you. You can do it. It is completely 100% doable. And I'm just a normal guy. I'm the proof of the pudding. I haven't lived a very fancy life, and it's completely doable, and now things are wonderful.
Right. So the moral of the story is if Mark can do it, so can you, right?
Yes. if I can do it, then a 5-year-old can do it. So, gosh.
So, all right. On that note, Mark, thank you so much again, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very, very soon.
No
Cheers.
worries. All right. Thank you, hon.
Bye bye.